Hey everyone, let's talk about why you might be stuck. Now, I was reflecting on this when I was at the gym this morning, and I was reminded of this situation that often when I think about it, I feel that it wasn't fair, I was hurt, and it still kind of makes me a little bit mad. And it was many years ago. And today, as I worked out, I tried to process that, and I'm like, what is this? Because I don't want to be back in that situation. I don't want anything from that situation. And as I pulled back the layers of why this might upset me, I was actually surprised that it had nothing to do with that situation. It's what that situation represented. And what it represented was I'm not where I thought I would be, and I'm not where I want to be. And you're probably thinking, well, isn't this your job to figure out how to help people with their lives? Yes. It also means I'm doing it for myself. And I know the direction of my life, but there are things from the past that hold on to you as you start this journey, as you continue this journey. It's kind of how life works. But then I thought, how can I help people with this exact same thing? What could I say that would help them get to a place where they can accept where they currently are? There's gonna be so many times where you feel resistance about where you are. You're like, I don't wanna be here. How did I get here? And you're not happy with your life. You're trying to find your purpose and you're not happy. But here's the thing, in order to move forward, you need to understand where you're starting. And that's what I realized is I don't like where I'm starting because of the choices that I've made. And some of those choices, it doesn't matter, there's not excuses anymore. And I think that's what I'm trying to get at is you are in this place that you are in because of the choices that you have made. That might hurt to hear. Okay, so you realize you're not happy with where you are. What's the first step then? What I think will actually be very easy for you to grasp is making a list of what you expected your life to be like at this point. Did you expect you would be married? Did you expect that you'd have kids? Did you expect that you would have this really successful business, that you'd be traveling? Whatever those expectations are, I want you to write them all down. And once you've done that, I want you to write down what your life actually looks like. And I want you to be brutally honest. Okay, for example, I moved, there's a lot of burger places around here. I want to focus more on my health. I have a goal for that that's more specific. I've been eating burgers probably like multiple times a week. I have to be honest that if I'm eating that many cheeseburgers, I'm probably not going to reach my goal. And now I have to sit down and tell that to myself. I don't have to be mean about it. I don't have to beat myself up. The choices that I've made have got me where I am. But we need to really see what life actually looks like, what your life looks like now. I do want you to write your accomplishments. I don't want you to just beat yourself up, but there's things that you've done. There's things that I'm sure you're proud of. If you think hard enough, there are things. Note all of those things down. I want you to go back to your list. And I want you the list of all your expectations. And I want you to write down how it makes you feel that you don't have those things. The first step is accepting where you are and accepting that there's hurt and disappointment and anger and maybe fear that these things haven't happened. This process can take a varied amount of time. It's going to be kind of woven in your journey. There will be disappointments. There will be hurt. You have to let yourself feel it. Constantly resisting this is only creating more turmoil inside. I need you to grieve your list of expectations that hasn't happened. That honestly probably will be the most difficult part of this. And then I want you, after you've taken some time with that, I want you to look at the list of how your life is and where you are. And I want you to be really honest about how you got there. And I want want you to write down ideas to help you get out of that. Sometimes you're going to need friends to talk to. You might need professional help. You might need to read books. You might need to watch videos of ideas. Whatever you need to create some sort of idea to help you move forward. And what I want to suggest is that you move forward in small, manageable steps. So if you want to lose 40 pounds, you're not going to start by going 5 days a week to the gym because you're going to hurt yourself or you're going to be really sore and then you're not going to go back. You need to make the bar low that you can step over it. And to be honest, this is probably the only time that I will ever suggest making that bar low, because what we need right now is for you to build confidence that you're moving in the right direction. And that confidence will come over time with consistency. So if that's the goal that you have, go once a week, start doing walks, make it really manageable. Okay, I know this is going to be a difficult process. I have done this many times in my life, and I want you to remember that you accepting where you are currently is not you accepting all the decisions that you made. That's not what this is. It doesn't mean that everything you chose was okay. What you're trying to do is accept where you currently are so it allows you to move forward. Because if we keep being chained and frustrated and angry at ourselves and ripping ourselves apart, you are not going to get out of that cycle. That way of thinking, that mindset brought you to this cycle. We want to get out of it. So I want you to look seriously at all of these aspects of your life and be like, okay, this hurts. I'm going to feel it. And then I'm going to make small choices to get out of this place. And I know it's going to take a while because it's taken a while to get to exactly where you are. It's going to take some time to get out of it. We're so used to things being so instant. That's not how growth works. There is a part of this that is just a choice. I had a client recently ask me about, well, how can I create more discipline and motivation? At some point, you just have to choose to do the thing that you don't want to. That's it. There comes a point where you've done all the work, all the thinking, all the everything, and you just have to choose and do it. There's no way around that. I don't know what to tell you. So, if you feel stuck, you can move through it. I need you to be really honest with yourself. I need you to reach out for help if you need it. Reach out for ideas if you need them. Start creating small steps forward and truly accepting where you are and that your choices have got you in this place. Yes, there are things that have happened to us in the past that are not our fault. It is our responsibility to move through those things. And that's what looking at your life and changing your life is all about, is being honest that this isn't what I want my life to be like. Therefore, I have to make difficult decisions and I have to follow through and be consistent in order to change that. In all of this, I want you to know that I believe in you. And sometimes you're making these decisions over and over, and that's okay. Maybe you've tried to do this specific thing 10 times and it hasn't worked. It doesn't mean it's never gonna work. Just keep going. If there's one thing that I've learned in life, is that you just have to get back up. If you are looking for some extra help, I'm a life coach and I help people find their purpose. You can find me on Instagram at Rachel Tapp Coaching. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video and I hope it's helped you.